wonder if it's gonna let, I guess it'll let me record, huh? There you go. You want me to do it so you can follow, or do you want me to, do you want to take a jab at it? I'll try to. Okay. Wait till Will's ready.
All right, 7:33. We have a quorum. Hi, everybody. You're going to take care of this?
I call the Historic Preservation Committee meeting to order at 7:31.
You're going to do this part.
Okay. In compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act, a regular scheduled meeting 2021 edition of Huntington County Democrat. A copy of the agenda was forwarded to the Huntington County Democrat filed in the Township Clerk's office, posted on the bulletin board and Township website on February 12th, 2020.
And then you're just going to go down the list of.
Okay. Alexis
Antricoli.
I am here.
Francis Cavigan. Will Harrison.
Here.
Chris
Sobieski.
I'm here. Yeah.
Paul Sturchel. Peg Sullivan.
Here.
Ellen Saramba.
You don't have to say it again. All yours, Will.
Okay. John always has us do it right, so I will do that as well. You guys on the virtual, find a flag in your house and just wave at it, or
I got it. Look.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible,
with liberty
and justice
for all. Statement of compliance isn't necessary, is it?
That's what we just did.
Yeah, we're done.
Yep. We just did that.
Okay, in future agendas, then you might want to just include call to order and statement of compliance.
Yeah, she'll reorder it. We'll reorder it.
Yeah. And we've done the attendance.
Correct.
And is there any? I know we're encouraged not to amend the agenda, but here's an opportunity to, if there's something that was really important that we forgot. Hearing nothing and seeing no public. So a motion recognizing same, please.
You don't need one, Will.
Just a motion about recognizing that there's no public.
Oh, okay.
I make a motion to recognize there's no public.
Second.
I second.
Okay, thanks. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
So ordered. Everyone has had a chance to review the minutes. I reviewed them and I didn't see any errors, but did anyone else see anything they want corrected or questions? Motion to approve the minutes, please.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Paige. Second, please.
I second.
Thank you, Alexis. Okay, moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, no. Minutes are approved as submitted. Under unfinished business, is anyone here from the society? Guess not.
That would be Francis usually does that.
So we really don't have a report from the society and probably not from the museum either.
Correct.
Francis and I were go to the museum and just see what we could find that information that we talked about last month. And Francis and I have not gotten together yet. As the weather gets a little more favorable, I'm hoping that by next month, Francis and I will have a report of what's going on with and that's the quick collection as well. That's tied.
I actually have an update on that, which is that we had discussed at the last meeting whether the intern I had identified could do it for credit instead of pay, and she's willing to do that.
Did you hear her?
No.
The intern's willing to do the quick collection for credit in lieu of being paid.
Fantastic. Well done.
Will would like to know if, Alexis, will you be arranging that situation or?
Yeah, all I need is, I mean, she'll be available this summer.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to see her resume beforehand, but she has relevant experience and she's in an archives program. So we just need to make sure we have access to the collection, and I'll handle working with her and dealing with the Rutgers part of it so she gets credit.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, let's post then, Alexis, on how that moves forward.
Did you hear him? I'm sorry.
I didn't quite hear everything. I heard him say something about moving forward.
Just keep us updated and then we'll move forward.
Okay. So
Alexis,
should I send her resume to someone, to the committee? Or
Yeah, send it to the historical email.
Okay, I'll send it to that one.
Hey, could I jump in real fast?
Sure.
Sure.
All right. So Alexis, thank you first of all for getting that together. That's awesome. Secondly, it's more a Krista question. Would she be treated as an employee for like insurance purposes and stuff? Like, is there something the township committee has to do?
No, she would just be treated as a volunteer. We have insurance for volunteers.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Okay, cool. All right, that's all I need. Thanks.
That'll be great to get that project moving forward once again. Been on hold for over a year.
If you're having trouble hearing, Will, you might want to try to turn up your speakers on your end, because we're as loud as we can get here.
I can get louder if I have to. How's that work?
A little bit better.
Yeah, I can hear you
Slight
now.
improvement.
Talk louder.
Yeah, so I guess we just have to make sure that we have a plan to move it to somewhere accessible. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Okay, great.
Where we were talking, I wasn't at the last meeting, but where would be the site to move it to? Was that decided at the last meeting, or?
I think they were still trying to decide if there was enough room at the museum. And that's what Will was talking about. Francis and him didn't make it to the museum yet to see what's over there.
Yeah. I mean, and maybe it's possible to move part of it there, and, you know, then if we have to get access to the other part of it, we'll both just need access to the materials.
Yeah. And there's some in the basement here, and I can give that access to that.
Okay, great. Thanks.
All right. Under new business other, West Amwell has approached us as to whether we want to join West Amwell in celebrating our birthday. When in 1846, the Amwell Township divided for the last, well, almost the last time. There was other adjustments of the property line, of the township line since then, but 1846 is the date. So that would be what, 150 years? Is that 150? I didn't do the math. Anyway, they're going to celebrate, and they want to know if we wanted to join them. And I don't know if there's enough of us to make a decision. And would it be up to this committee to spearhead such a celebration, or should this be done in conjunction with the Historic Society? Any thoughts?
Will, what's the scope of the celebration? Like, what are we talking here? Like a big parade, festival type deal, or a little more low key?
I don't have the letter. Maybe you have it somewhere, Krista, but I don't have the letter that they sent us.
Actually, he didn't provide, I don't think he provided us with that. He just told us to put it on the agenda.
That was John you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, with John, we're here.
From my knowledge, I thought this is West Amwell's anniversary.
No, it's both townships were born at the same
Okay.
time because we divided.
Okay, and I know they were asking if what the correct date was. I do know that part.
Well, our seal has 1846 on it. I'm going to go with what we have on our township seal.
Let me see if I can find anything from John.
I don't think we have enough information at this point.
When do they plan on what time of the year? When is it supposed to get started?
He didn't provide us any information on that.
Now, I didn't know that I was going to chair the meeting until an hour ago.
Oh, here it is. Is it the 175th anniversary?
That would sound about right.
All right.
There it is. You found it.
All right. I'm going to share my screen. Let's hopefully I can share my screen. All right. Can you guys see this?
Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we received from Linda Weber, the chair at West Amwell. So basically, from what it says, is the date East Amwell using as its date of formation, and is the township hosting any celebratory events this year?
I guess John and Linda Weber from West Amwell need to talk and come back to this committee, and possibly the East Amwell Historical Society as well. See if there's any interest there. The necessity is going to require some work, which I don't know if any of us are willing to volunteer for that. Because the scope is really unknown at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
Celebration would ensue.
from my reading of this, it doesn't really seem like they're looking for help for some kind of event. It kind of looks like they're just asking for information.
And to see if we're holding any type of event.
Yeah, to see if we're doing anything. I mean, if they were to invite us to do something, I personally wouldn't be opposed to it. I just don't know what kind of manpower we could dedicate to it,
Kind of short. I mean, are they talking February 27th for the festival?
Well, that's the day that I guess the state legislature did whatever it did to divide the townships.
Right.
But I don't know if that's like the official, it's probably not the official date that it was like
I see.
separated, you know? Like it was probably like they passed a statute and then it didn't take effect till a few months after the fact. But I mean, it's the whole year, you know? Like I feel like you could do it at any point and just say, hey, we're celebrating our 175th anniversary, you know? But that's my take.
I think we need to get more information.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I think if we do it, it would be good to get some of the other organizations in town involved, the Grange or the fire company, you know, so that it's not just, you know, it's a big job to put together, you know.
Yeah.
Are you looking into, are you going to do a celebration if that's what it comes down to? I guess that's a decision you have to make.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's so few of us.
I know.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
Significant effect.
Just carry it over to next meeting, then I would.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to. And also, who will notify John of our discussion? And that he needs to contact Linda Weber directly and see if there's anything possible. 175th anniversary is not, to me, it's not that significant. It's not like 200 or 250 or something like that. So if we miss it, it's not that serious. Okay. I may not be around for the 200th, so I wish you all well, and that comes around. But,
yeah, what you want.
All right, let's table this and put it on the agenda for next month, having John and Linda talk, and have more information to share with us. And do we have anything about the historic bridge certification? Anybody have any information on that?
Nope.
See, I don't hear any chorus.
No, I don't have anything.
I don't have anything on that at all.
Nobody got anything on the historic bridge certification, did they? No. Yeah, no. And that was that's one of Francis's things too.
Yes.
So that will have to carry over.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to. I'm sorry to backtrack, but with the West Amwell historic anniversary thing, just to help them out, could we maybe forward that email to you know, the town historian? He might have an answer for them directly on the date of the. His name's escaped me right now. I know it's not.
John Allen.
Yeah, John Allen. My apologies.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thanks. Because he would probably have a much better idea than certainly I would. I know that for sure. But.
Yeah. Will says it's 1846.
Yeah. But I mean, like the precise.
That's
date.
what our seal says.
Yeah. I mean, like you know, December 10th or something like that. I don't know if that's what they're looking for. If it was like the year.
I got you.
Yeah.
Having read the history of East Amwell a number of times, the date 1846 is generally agreed upon as when the township of Amwell divided into East and West. Township of Amwell at one time incorporated what is now Delaware, Raritan, and maybe some other surrounding area. So it was a large area, like Hunterdon County was huge at one time. 1714 date is when that county was originally established, but it's been subdivided a number of times. Burlington County is separate, and maybe Warren County. I don't know. Maybe some of them. Too much information?
No, I think this.
See, when we have these virtual meetings, you can't kick me under the table set up or anything. So we'll go from here. One other item, it's not really, it doesn't require any action, so I don't hesitate to bring it up, and that is, several of us heard from a John, and I forget his last name, a guy that was interested in buying the Linvale Methodist Church. And since it's a historic building, he wanted to know if we had any involvement or we would have any say-so, and whether the Linvale Methodist Church could be repurposed to a residence. And I told him I didn't have any unique expertise in that area. So as far as I knew, there was no prohibition for that. He also told me that he wasn't sure he could raise the money for the down payment, or this may not go through. But he I think he emailed John and me. Did he email you?
Yes, I had a conversation with him.
Yeah, I did too.
Yes.
So it may not go through. I just mentioned that
he seemed to be.
There was a query.
Yeah, I actually have two people interested in that property. So one is him to change it into a residential use. The other one would be a mixed commercial use, farm-based, which is permitted, but they have to come for a use variance. Okay. So, but she would keep the same structure, the same architecture. She wouldn't change any of that. She wants to keep that. So she would have to come in for a variance in front of the planning board though, because it's a mixed use.
It probably would not require our action as a committee. Maybe it was just as a courtesy, he contacted us.
Yes, he did. Yeah, but even if they do come in front of the board, we would still notify this committee because of the area and how old the church is. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not sure if it's within that historic district there though. Is that within the state records?
It may. I'm not familiar with the Linvale Historic District. The old New Market area.
Okay.
That's the former name for that hamlet.
Okay.
Anyway, I just bring that up. This may or may not take place this year. Okay. Do we need to take any action on the budget, Krista?
No, that was just more of if anybody, yeah, it's information. If anybody has any questions or input. Does anybody have any questions or anything on the budget?
If we pay a secretary, are we going to run out of money?
What do you mean if you pay a secretary?
Well, we do.
You're paying a secretary.
Since we will be paying a secretary.
No, funds will be transferred into there. This is just a temporary budget. So for her salary, funds would be able to be transferred in there for her. Because we already allocated money for her.
I've been serving East Amwell for 30 years. And I've probably seen 30 budgets or more since I'm on more than one committee. And I've never fully understood any one of them. So there's a confession.
So your top part where it says 250, that's allocated for the secretary. Where it says dues and membership, the 500, that's the committee's budget. So you have $500 for the year.
Is that the temporary funds, Krista, or is that reflective of the current draft?
We are still on the temporary budget. We have not adopted the, well, you should know, Chris, we haven't adopted the budget yet.
Yeah, no, I get that, but the 500 amount, does that reflect what the draft budget is, or does that just what's currently in the account for the temporary?
No, that reflects the draft budget.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was that low. We had what, like 2,000 close to last year, right?
They don't.
I guess you don't have that in front of you right now. It's fine.
I don't know what they had last year or what they had allocated last year.
Jeez, $500.
Okay, well.
Grand on friggin' legal bills.
You can sit with Margaret, Chris, and have a discussion on how the budget
Yeah,
works.
no, it's not a Margaret thing. It's a rest of township committee thing that neither here nor there, not for the current conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's unfortunate that we don't have all of our members here because it limits what we can really accomplish. What does oral reports mean?
So oral reports, it should come from different committees. I don't know if anybody is on any other committees. So basically it would be like the Historical Society. You could put any updates from the chair, secretary. That's what I would put in these. Like Chris is on, like you can put the township committee for Chris. He can update anything from there. So that's what I would have listed underneath there.
Chris, is there anything that you need to convey from the township committee?
I'll put that in there.
The only thing I guess relevant would be the title work on the cemetery. So I had what happened? I emailed, what was it, Cortez and Hay? They're like the title company that's based out of Flemington. A couple weeks back actually to try to get an estimate on what that the title work would cost. We lost
Peg.
Yeah. Where was I going with this? Should I wait?
No, go ahead.
Come back. Yeah, I'll just run through it. They said they were going to give me an estimate today. I still haven't gotten it, so I don't know. That's where that is.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, so no real information on that, unfortunately, but hopefully that's still happening. I'd like to get that done.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I guess we'll have to wait till next month, and hopefully we'll have everyone here that we can really move forward on some of these issues. Do we have any vouchers?
No.
We don't usually have vouchers, but just in case we have some money to spend, this is the time. Once again, since it's on our agenda, a motion to recognize that there is no, behind me, public present. Just somebody say yes or no.
I move to recognize there's no public present.
Thank you, Alexis. Peg? You're muted, Peg.
It's not letting her. Hold on.
Okay, I second.
Okay. Okay. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. We are now recognizing there's no public. Is there any correspondence?
No.
Not a whole lot going on. Thank you guys for coming. And
Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Yes, thank you.
I have to now drive a mile back to my house. Okay, a motion to adjourn.
All right.
All right.
I move that we adjourn.
I second. This is so much fun. Nobody argues with us. Nobody's arguing. There's no debate.
Someday we're going to remember how
smooth sailing tonight.
how much fun this virtual communication is. Okay, moved and seconded. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, guys.
Have a nice night, everyone.
Take it easy, guys.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.